This is my bedroom.
Hi, my name's Zach, and what you're watching right now is probably the first time I ever held a camera. From a very young age, I always wanted to be behind the camera, and had reactions on par with modern day directors when I wasn't. Further along in my life, I picked up the camera again when I started skateboarding, as I wasn't very good. I found the best way to enjoy my time was to film my friends, and sometimes film myself doing the stuff that I could actually do. During high school, I seemed to fancy myself as a bit of a photographer. I still made short films during that time, but was unable to find the full projects aside from one clip. I also filmed somewhat satirical cooking shows with my friend on the side for fun. When I started at Massey, I began to improve my craft a bit more. These clips are from my scene remake project from my first year. Some of the shots are poorly lit, really badly done, but I do think that some of the shots in there are still pretty good. Second year was when I really started to come into my own. I was lucky enough to be directing a music video with a wonderful crew and got to try out a bunch of really cool shots, like Vaseline lens, trying to do a dolly shot on a rolly chair, quick zooms, and trying my absolute hardest to get some Wes Anderson sort of symmetry. Who are you as an artist, and where do you want to go? Such a difficult question to answer, especially when you're just starting out, but I suppose the only way to answer it is, where do you draw inspiration from, and how do you weave that into what you're making? For me, my inspiration and interest can change at the click of a finger and varies from month to month, but there are always a few pieces of work that stay with you due to a myriad of different factors like nostalgia, emotional connection, a specific affect that the scene creates, and beauty. Although I enjoy a broad spectrum of screen art, I tend to gravitate towards ones with narratives that are driven by character and allow an audience to sit in someone else's perspective, as it makes all the more powerful when the character experiences tragedy and loss, camaraderie, and triumph. My dream as an artist is to write and direct, as I believe dialogue and mannerisms are a key way of immersing audience into characters. When characters speak and interact with another in a way that feels genuine and authentic, it almost immediately invests me into the story. Take the scene from Alien, where we are first introduced to the characters as they are eating after being woken up. The conversation is mainly about the food on the table, and we see a failed handshake between Brett and Parker that shows the history between the two, and relates to us as an audience, as it's something that almost everyone has experienced one way or another. One of the ways I implement these sort of dialogue and mannerisms into my craft is recording voice memos of me and my friends when we are talking, whether that be just chatting, arguing, or having a dialogue about a personal interest or issue. Listening to these after the fact gives me the inspiration on how to have my characters communicate with each other. Being realistic, I know it'll be very unlikely to achieve this dream, especially at a young age, so I want to talk about techniques to pull for my inspiration to further my skills in camera work, as this is one of my more realistic career goals. My favourites are mostly character motivated as well. The iconic dolly zoom, I love the way that it isolates characters and immerses us in the way that they're feeling. Dutch angle to convey something being off. I think this little kick that throws the camera into a Dutch angle is so cool, and I would love to use it in a film. And to finish it off, a low angle shot, which is simple enough, but I'm yet to use it, and I love how it helps a character dominate a scene. To conclude this mess of me trying to discover my artistic identity, my takeaway is I honestly have no clue. but I'm excited to spend several more years discovering and learning new things about the way I watch and make films. Thank you, and
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.